Let me tell you a little bit about the background, how I came to meet this young gentleman. About a year and a half ago, Carolyn Severs was supposed to show up to let her repairman in for her air conditioning. Of course, Carolyn forgot about it and was late and everything, so I had to tap dance and help with Mr. Tuttle, and said, you know, he'll be here. So finally, we got talking, and he told me about an exceptional young man, which is his son. Well, I took his card and I put it in my drawer, and then this year when I needed a speaker for my club, I got the card out and called him. And his mom said, oh, sure, we can get Andrew to do what I asked him to do. And what I want to do is, you know, at this time and age, you read the Times or any paper that you see and you hear about drive-by shootings and people getting killed by kids killing kids and stuff. And it really is going to be great, I think, for you folks to listen to what this young man has done. So let's give him a nice round of applause, Mr. Andrew Tuttle. You need a booster?
Thank you, Dr. Moulton, and everyone from the Optimist International Club for having me here today to talk about homelessness and how Campaign for Care is trying to help children, adults, the elderly, and the veterans who are sleeping on the streets of our communities. My name is Andrew Tuttle, as you might have heard, from Campaign for Care. This is my mom, Stacy. Dad, Jim.
Hi there.
My little brother, Jordan.
Hello.
And my grandma, Tony. My story goes back 5 years ago on March 13, 2003, when we went to see a Beethoven concert in Los Angeles. We were driving home when I saw hundreds of homeless people sleeping on the streets of an area called Los Angeles on Skid Row. Some of the people had cardboard boxes for shelter, but some didn't have a box, a blanket, a jacket, or even shoes and socks. Some were children and some were elderly. I asked Mom, why are there people sleeping on the street? My mom answered, there can be many reasons, like losing your job and your home, low profit in the family, hard times. I urged my mom and dad over the next few weeks to somehow help the homeless. We discussed it many times, and then we decided we would hand out hand-tied fleece blankets and egg crate mattresses to make people more comfortable and warm the hearts of the homeless. How we make the blankets is pretty easy. First, you get a roll of fleece and cut out a 2-yard piece. Then you cut fringes around all the sides, and then tie the fringes 2 by 2 all the way around. This shows the person who gets the blanket that each blanket was made special for them as a care. So far, we've handed out 2,740 hand-tied blankets in Los Angeles. 30 were sent to Mexico to an orphanage, 18 to Pakistan after the earthquake. We gave 10 away in San Francisco, 15 in Berkeley, and 5 were given out in Denver, Colorado. We have scheduled certain days to distribute the blankets and foam caps. September 11, 2008 will be our 5th annual distribution on that day. It is a good way to honor the people who were lost on that day by showing kindness to others. A friend we know said, we couldn't be there for those people on that day, but we can be there for these people on this day. We just had our 2nd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day distribution. We had 39 volunteers helping. 25 of them were kids who made the blankets that they gave out because there was a day off from school, so they could help. We have also had blanket distributions on Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, and Mother's Day. We get the fleece metro at a large discount from Martin, a man we met at the swap meet. Each blanket costs $4.50. We've tied blankets at many churches of different religions. children's groups like the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, and Brownies, the YMCA, the Key Club, a Boys and Girls Club, and the Women's Club of Cyprus. 13 schools in LA and Orange County have tied blankets on their lunch trees. Usually the way we do our distributions is by walking behind a large truck on Skid Row and handing them out to people on the street. Our distributions have always gone well with a little bit of help. We have had help with the distributions from Cypress Church, LDS Church, Friends, Family, Boy Scouts, and the Women's Club of Cyprus. Without help, there will be less people warmer out at night. We also get help with distributions from the Fred George Mission and the Midnight Mission. We have been donating items to them from the people at my church and other groups. We bring down food, toys, toiletries, and clothing at least once a month. According to the Los Angeles Homeless Service Authority, there are over 88,000 homeless in LA County. 16% of those are children. Shelter Partnership Incorporated says that there are just over 15,000 shelter beds available to those who are homeless, a shortage of 73,000 shelter beds. This explains why so many are on the streets. Many shelters have long waiting lists. I met Mayor Viragosa at the grand reopening of the Midnight Mission on Skid Row. I told him about the project, and later my mom asked him to join us for a window, but he sent a certificate of commendation to the students for having made over 500 blankets for the homeless of Los Angeles. He is working to increase the number of shelter beds and to create more affordable housing. In the meantime, people are suffering and very cold at night on the concrete. Campaign for Care exists for two reasons: to help homeless people be warmer and feel cared about, and to raise awareness with children by giving them an opportunity to participate in a hands-on, positive way in their community. The success depends on all contributions, all individuals and groups that are willing to help. The Optimist mission statement is, by providing hope and positive vision, Optimists bring out the best in kids. Thank you, Optimist International members, for supporting Campaign for Care in our efforts to provide hope and positive vision for those less fortunate, and for making opportunities for the children who want to participate in helping them.
How long have you been doing that?
Well, I would say about since March 13th, 2003, which was
5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And how old are you?
I'm 12 right now. It matters that people are better out there at night and feel safer and warmer and cared about.
Okay, Dave?
Doc, suggestion I might make is maybe the Cerritos Optimist Club, since they're already involved in this, could sponsor this program.
The Nooners.
The Nooners could sponsor this program and put a flyer out to all of the clubs, and all of the clubs can then do what they feel they can do through that, and maybe by doing that we can then make this a district function and could possibly even pass this on to him.
He doesn't know it yet, but we want to start a Joy Club with him, and I guess he'd be a pretty good president, don't you think? Again, right now, if anybody wants to write a check or give him some money, don't be bashful. Terry's stepping up right now with a $20 bill. You
Turn it on.
I
I challenge the rest of you to dig into your pocket. I gave once before, I'll do it again. Here's the lady in the back.